And, like, I smoked weed throughout my sobriety, and I stopped about 7.5 months ago.
Yeah.
And, like...
Which, congratulations, by the
Thank
way.
you.
That's very significant.
Thank you. Yeah. Because I always say, oh, like, alcohol is my drug of choice, or, like, this or that. Like, I smoked like I drank. I smoked all the frickin' time.
It was a big part of my story, too, so I can absolutely relate.
And so the other night, he made a comment. So I said something, because I thought about this, and I was like, I feel like you'd like me better if I smoked, and not, like, how he feels towards me, more so the vibe of, like, chilling with your man, like, in bed, rolling up, like, that vibe. And he was like, no, I agree. And he was like, immediately, like, oh, wait, like, that sounded really bad. Like, that's not what I meant. He was just like, I enjoy we were talking about, like, the art of smoking. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I enjoy that process. But, like
the ritual of it?
Yeah. And he was like, but you're, like, you've been here for days. You're cool. And you're not the type of girl that's like, oh, don't smoke while I'm here. However, I have noticed with the weed, I'm kind of like, I'll stare at it while he's, like, lighting it next to me. I'm like,
it's a fine line. And I've gone back and forth with that, you know, over the years, you know, being sober and dating, because especially, I mean, okay, now it's legal, right? But even before that, I mean, weed is ubiquitous, right? It's like such a big part of just like mainstream
You can get
culture.
it delivered as easy as a slice of pizza in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I loved when I was smoking.
Right. And so, I don't know. It really depends. It's like case by case. But over the years, like, I've definitely had dating scenarios where I was seeing someone that I was really interested in. But eventually, I couldn't it turned me off. I didn't really want to be around it deal with it, because it can be kind of like, worst case scenario, it's like kind of triggering, and then like there isn't even really a best case scenario. Best case scenario is like it makes it easier for me to believe this lie that, like, if it's okay for them and they don't have any consequences,
it's okay for me.
Maybe it would be different for me this time. And it's like, no, it will not be different for me this time.
Yeah. And, like, as, you know, I have some external factors in my situation. However, like, so when he said that, like, I got into my head for like half of a second. So I got into my head for half of a second, right? I was
like that, like, not feeling a part of thing.
Yeah. Because I was like, so, like, what I reminded myself, okay, let's look at the logistics. The first day he met me, he knew I was sober.
All right.
I've been here for a couple of days.